Hi everyone, it's Lisa with Think Inside the Blue Box, and today we're going to get real on a few topics. There are a few people out there who hated my last video, and that's fine. I get that my beautiful face and glowing personality intimidates you, or that the fact that you eat in the grocery store makes you biased to my opinions. Either way, it's not okay to eat in the grocery store. I stand firm on that. I have been called many things in my life. Most of them have been negative. But the one that makes me feel the most crackpot and crazy is conspiracy theorist. Yes, I'm probably the dictionary meaning of the word. I watch Jason A., Hawkeye Davis, and Christopher Green on YouTube, even though Jason A. is a homophobe. He does have some really good stuff out there. It is undeniable that things are happening in our world right now. It's undeniable that our police are being militarized or that the nations are pressing for one world government. It's almost insane to me that people are more concerned about Kim and Kanye than they are with what's happening in their own world. Let me tell you something. Just because it's not in your backyard doesn't mean that it's not your problem. The world may seem like a huge place, but it's really not as big as you think. With the way that media works, the way that weapons of mass destruction work, and the fact that anyone, anywhere can jump on a plane and be on our soil in less than a day, our world isn't that big when you think about it. Just because it wasn't your small town brutally massacred doesn't mean that your town is untouchable. In the untouchable, fake, secure bubble that Americans think that we live in for some goddamn reason. Newsflash, there is no bubble. You are not safe. We have war in our streets now. We have civilians against cops. We have cops killing kids and getting away with it because our society has been brainwashed to believe that a kid in a hoodie is terrifying and unapproachable without a gun drawn. We live in a society where adults say things like, "That kid had it coming. Did you see his mother? No wonder he turned out that way." Or, "He was a thug and a waste of life anyways." We live in a society where it isn't the biggest deal that over 1,100 people were killed by cops last year alone. And while a lot of them were young African Americans, not all of them were black. Some people agree that cops using excessive force is okay. I do not. Some people believe that cops shouldn't be charged with murder in these cases, but I disagree. I believe that cops should be held at a higher standard. The fact that cops get away with murder is terrifying for civilians, and the fact that everyone, law-abiding or not, has panic attacks when they get pulled over proves that there is something wrong with our country's law enforcement. We shouldn't fear cops. We shouldn't be scared of the people whose sole purpose is to protect and serve us. We live in a society where we may catch other things on the news that make us say, "What the fuck?" That dad in Queens just snapped, shot his wife, his mother-in-law, and both of his daughters, and then killed himself. God forbid our country take mental illness seriously. We read later that his 12-year-old daughter, who had been shot through the eye, had been one who called 911 and let the responding officers in. We know that the things going through, we know the things that are going through that poor child's mind. They're heartbreaking and unimaginable. To be shot by your own father. To watch your whole family die as you just lie there in physical agony and mental anguish. Yet, most of us don't let ourselves feel anything for her. We see it, and we do what? We go make a cup of coffee, and we check our Facebook, and forget about it within 15 minutes, because we just shake it off. We live in a country where we can hear that a school in Texas stripped its students down to their underwear to examine them for feces. All that's happened is people talking about how outraged they are over this. How in the hell hasn't anyone been arrested or fired yet? How hasn't one of the parents of those students just hauled off and hit one of those people in the face yet? Because I tell you something, if any grown adult ever made my child do something so intrusive, so demeaning, so embarrassing, so violating, I would probably be put in jail for assault because, my opinion, when a child starts feeling guilt and embarrassment, the sexual abuse line has been crossed. Someone should be held accountable. But this is America, so the slap on the hand and the brush under the rug is most likely the outcome of this story as well. So, in response to, don't you have more important things to bitch about? Fuck yes, I do. And fuck you for assuming that because I made a light and funny video that I'm an uneducated and shallow person without any real knowledge of the world around me. I know that some people are going to disagree with me, and I'm okay with that. I encourage that because I believe that we should still have a right to our own opinions, and for now, we still do. We should all have a right to say what we want, and for now, I still can, and I will. And I will work my First Amendment right, and everyone in America should do the same. If you feel the need to call someone out, do it. If you see something happening that shouldn't be happening, stop it. Ignoring things doesn't make them go away. Closing your eyes doesn't make you invisible. Wake up, sheeple! And start to fight back, not just for your country, but for your world. Become informed. Become a loud voice in your face. Because Americans don't see or hear anything unless it's in your face. For now, this is Lisa with Think Inside the Blue Box, and all I'm asking you to do is think.